We have been on over 30 cruises, and we just cruised on the Holland America Nieuw Statendam for the first time. In this video, we're going to tell you about what shocked us, as well as provide an overview of the Holland America cruising experience.
Hi y'all, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Becky.
And together we're a cruising good time. We recently took our second Holland America Cruise and is on board the Nieuw Statendam, which is one of their Pinnacle class ships.
Yeah, in this video we're going to tell you about what surprised us, and we're going to leave the biggest surprise to last.
One of our favorite things on board the ship is the entertainment. They have fabulous live bands on board. If you love live music, it's the place to go because they're great musicians, great talent.
I absolutely love it. So they'll have 2 or 3 different venues that are open during the night. And so one of these, or possibly 2, are going on at all times. And
Yep.
I love that.
I love that because if you like to dance, you like live music, or just move from one dance floor to the next, it's very easy to do. One thing I thought was really shocking, though, is on both ships, they turn out the lights pretty much at 11:30, not literally, but I mean the entertainment stops and everything at 11:30 or so. We would shut them down sometimes.
We'd shut them down almost every night. But they would have like one bar open, and the casino would still be going, but there wouldn't be a lot of action there.
Right.
We did really like our cabin aboard the Nieuw Statendam. However, we had an ocean view cabin, and we did kind of have a few shocking things. We didn't have a big orange umbrella, and we didn't have the deck chair blanket in our room. And the room steward said that on floor 1, he wouldn't bring us these items. So that was pretty big surprise.
Yeah, I was really surprised, but I guess if you're on floor 1, you don't get cold or don't get in the rain. I don't quite understand why you get it on floor 4, but not on floor 1.
Yeah. The biggest surprise, though, is there was no hairdryer in the room. So, I mean, I think you could go to Motel 6 and get a hairdryer. However, upon request, our room steward was very quick to bring us a hairdryer.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of silly not to have a hairdryer in there. I mean, it's like every place has a hairdryer nowadays. They may not be very good hairdryers, but they do have a hairdryer.
Yeah, it's like I've got a magnifying mirror, but not a hairdryer. It's very strange.
One of the things I really loved about this cabin is the location. It was on deck 1, so when we came on board after cruising, it was real easy to get to. We didn't have to mess with a lot of stairs. We've also done a whole cabin tour on this cabin on Ocean View. We'll have the link below and also put a card up there that if you're watching on the app, you'll be able to see the link to that.
And we'll also leave a link to an inside cabin tour above the Konningsdam. So it's another Pinnacle class ship. So the cabins are virtually identical. So one of my surprises was this is a 2-week cruise around the British Isles, so it tends to have a little bit older population than a lot of the other cruises, but the pool deck area would be really full. People love to be out near that pool. So
yeah, it was sometimes a little challenging to find some lounges there, but we're always successful at finding them. The thing that surprised me about the Lido pool area was they would not serve you a drink in the hot tub. And I'm sorry, but that you should be able to get a drink in the hot tub from the bar staff without any problem. But they wouldn't serve us a drink in the hot tub.
That is the biggest surprise we had about the pool area. So no discussion about a cruise is probably really complete without talking about the food. So on Holland America's main dining room, we'd always heard that the food was amazing. And, I didn't find it amazing. I mean, it was really good, but it wasn't as good as what my expectations were.
And I'm completely aligned with you on that, on the main dining room, absolutely. Looking at the buffet, I was disappointed in the buffet, to just be honest with you. The food and the layout of the buffet, we have some other videos that we've already done about this, so you can get in those a little more. But overall, the buffet, I try to stay out of it.
And then we really loved the food aboard the Lido deck. So Dive In is really good, and they were very, very friendly, so I love that about them.
Yeah, and I like the New York Pizza and Deli. They made really great breakfast in the morning. They actually make a great coffee there as well. And the sandwiches and the pizza is very good there too. So the dining out around the Lido deck was very, very good.
Yeah, I found it a great place to eat and avoid the buffet.
We really liked the room service. We would get room service in the morning. They had an American breakfast, which was some eggs and some meats and some hash browns. We got that almost every shore excursion day. Great food there.
I would say that's perhaps the best room service breakfast I've had on 6 cruise lines. I thought it was a tremendously good breakfast, and I really appreciated that it was delivered on time and great quality.
And they made a good club sandwich. We ordered a club sandwich one time, and that was a very good club sandwich we had.
And I would like to just touch upon the Dutch Cafe. It's very convenient because it's on floor 3. It has nice bites to eat. And then you can purchase coffee or use your drink package for your coffee there.
Very
and
good.
It's just really cute. So I would like to touch about, how people dress for like formal night and for the main dining room. So for Holland America, for some reason, my expectation was that people would just dress a little fancier for dinner. But we found it to be pretty much in line with other cruise lines.
I agree. You'd see a few tuxedos and gowns, but then you'd see the whole spectrum of how people are dressed on there as well. And I'm with you. Given the reputation of Holland America, I figured it'd be a little more dressier than what it was. Yeah.
For our last big thing we want to talk about is Wi-Fi. We had sailed on the Konningsdam, we'd had the premier package of Wi-Fi, and we'd been so disappointed. And here was such a pleasant surprise.
It was really nice. We were on a Nieuw Statendam. We also had the premier internet on that one as well, so we had premier on both these ships. And Nieuw Statendam, the internet was screaming on it. We ran several speed tests around the British Isles. And more importantly, to me, the attachment to the ship's Wi-Fi worked great because the phone would travel through the Wi-Fi mesh without getting disconnected. The Konningsdam, for whatever reason, we kept getting kicked off the Wi-Fi mesh there on the ship. It was just a lot more difficult to stay attached on that ship.
And the Wi-Fi was just super slow. So this was an awesome surprise.
Yeah, we really enjoyed that. That was a very pleasant surprise.
Now it's time just for a summary. What did you think overall of the ship, Jeff?
Overall, I loved it. I loved the Nieuw Statendam. I liked it better than the Konningsdam. And the great entertainment, like we talked about, we had a great time on this cruise and ate very well the food. And the shore excursions were good. And ship layout, I just love the ship layout on the Pinnacle class ships.
And it didn't have long lines at guest services. The service was really terrific. It was just a fabulous experience, all the way around. I loved the shore excursions talk that you could see on each port in your stateroom. I hadn't been to many of these ports before, so this was awesome.
Yeah, well, safe to say, we'll definitely do another Holland America cruise in the future.
Yeah, in fact, we booked one on a non-Pinnacle class ship that's doing Patagonia and Antarctica.
So we've been on about 35 cruises, and we have a lot of videos out there, a lot of experience we want to share with you. So check out our channel. We have a lot of playlists on different destinations, and this video will be in a playlist for ships tours and cabin tours. So give us a look out there and see what you like.
We hope you've enjoyed this video and found it useful.
If you liked the video, please give us a like and subscribe and turn on those notifications. It really helps us out.
Until next time, have a cruising good time.